All right, so it's morning when I'm recording this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say good morning, even if you're not watching this in the morning. This video is gonna be going over division, which we kind of talked about before going on to spring break. So it should be kind of a refresher. As you know, when we were working on division, we were also working on multiplication because they kind of go hand in hand. When you're doing division and multiplication, you're working on separating into groups. So for example, say that I have 2 Snickers and I'm dividing these 2 by 2. So 2 is the number of groups that I'm going to have. All right, so I'm separating into 2 separate groups. So here's group 1, and then over here is group 2, which means that I'm just going to take 1 here and 1 here. All right, and here are my 2 groups. So I have 1 Snickers bar in each of my 2 groups. So that means each group will get 1 Snickers bar. All right, so for now, we're not worried about having leftovers. Later on, you'll learn what to do if you have extras, but in 2nd grade, we want to make sure that our groups are even. Okay, we'll talk about leftovers later, but right now, all our numbers, you're gonna have even numbers, even amounts in every group, just like when we do multiplication. So I'm gonna do a number up here. I'm gonna give you 2 examples, all right? So our first example, in case you don't have something that you can manipulate or move with your hands like cereal, remember when I was doing multiplication with cereal, you can use dots. So the first number that we're gonna be working with is 10. So I'm gonna draw 10. How about I'll do 10 stars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 stars up here. All right. My division problem is going to be 10 divided by 2. So I'm going to write it up here so you can see what a division problem looks like. All right. So this is 10 divided by 2. So 2 is how many groups we're going to have, all right? So this isn't how many is in each group. This is how many groups we have. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark our group. So this is group number 1. And then over here, I'm just going to mark group number 2. All right? So then I can separate. So here's group number 1, and here's group number 2. All right, and then we're going to take these and we're going to separate. And we're doing it evenly. So every time I take a star away from up here, I'm just going to cross it off so I know that it's gone. All right, so I'm going to take my first star. I'm going to put it in group 1. So I have 1 in group 1, but I don't have any in group 2, and they have to be even right now. All right, because we're not worried about any leftovers. We want all of our groups to be even. So we have 1 in group 1, which means we have to put 1 in group 2. So let's get rid of that there. So they're even right now. They both have 1 star. And I'm just going to keep doing that. So every time I add a star to group 1, I have to come and I have to add a star to group 2. All right? So there we go now. Group 1 has 3 stars. Group 2 has 3 stars. Group 1 has 4 stars. Group 2 has 4 stars. Group 1 has 5 stars, and group 2 has 5 stars. So now both groups have 5 stars, which means that 10 divided by 2 equals 5, because both groups have 5 stars. All right, once you finish getting rid of all the stars up here, and both groups are even, that is the answer. All right, so 10 divided by 2 equals 5, because there are 5 stars in each group, okay? So we're going to do one more. This time we're going to work with a bigger number. So we're going to do 20 circles divided by 5. All right, so this time we're going to have 5 groups. All right, so I'm going to come up here. I'm going to draw my 20 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's my 20 circles. This is 20 divided by 5, which means we're having 5 groups. All right, 5 groups. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to do group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. And I'm going to separate them all so that way we don't get mixed up. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those are my groups. Okay? Remember, every time I put a circle in one, I have to put one in every single group because they have to be even right now. All right? So I'm going to put a circle in every group. And whenever I put a circle in a group, I have to get rid of it up here. All right, so I put a circle in each group. So that's 5 circles total, 5 circles gone. All right, but I still have plenty left. So I'm going to come and I'm going to do it again. Okay, so 1 circle, 2 circles, 3 circles, 4 circles, 5 circles. So now every group has 2 circles. All right, but I still have more circles to get rid of. So I'm going to come, put a circle in every single group again. So 1 circle, 2 circles, 3 circles, 4 circles, 5 circles. So now every single group has 3 circles, but I still have circles left. So I'm going to do it again. 1 circle, 2 circles, 3 circles, 4 circles, 5 circles. There we go. I'm out of circles. So now I'm just going to count and see that all my groups are even. So group 1 has 1, 2, 3, 4. Group 2 has 1, 2, 3, 4. Group 3 has 1, 2, 3, 4. Group 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Group 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. They all have 4 circles inside of them, which means 20 divided by 5 equals 4. All right? So that's one way that we do division. It's a little bit different from the way that we did it before spring break, because this time we don't have all of the manipulatives, all right? But this is another way you can do it if you don't have your manipulatives with you, okay? And remember, if you forget how to do it, you can always come back and look at this video. And there are some other sources that I've listed on my website that you can look to help you out with as well, okay? All right, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.